Since the 2007 launch of the original device, perhaps no other year has typified the phrase "another year, another iPhone" as much as 2016. Except for Apple's controversial removal of the headphone jack, the iPhone 7 is almost exactly as expected. It's an excellent phone, but this year sees only incremental improvements and no surprises to turn heads when you're seen holding it. Perhaps the most compelling new thing about the iPhone 7 Plus is its camera. It's a dual lens system that gives you the ability to use real 2x optical zoom. While that's not too much next to a real camera, it does help get slightly closer to a subject that's just a little too far away. Much more impressive is the way the iPhone 7 Plus deals with low-light photography. It's not quite as good as the Galaxy S7, but I took some incredible shots, even in the most challenging lighting situations. The design of the iPhone 7 Plus may be familiar, but that doesn't stop it from feeling great in your hand. Like the iPhone 6 and 6S before it, its case feels like it's milled from a single piece of aluminum. Every button is made of metal and clicks with a satisfying feel. The way the screen flows over to meet the metal case is seamless, and the phone is a pleasure to hold. It's too bad you'll probably have to cover its aging but attractive design with a case, because the iPhone 7 Plus remains one of the slipperiest phones out there, although not as bad as the Samsung Galaxy S7, which feels like a bar of soap. At least if you drop it in water, the new water resistance will prevent disaster. The only downside of the iPhone 7 Plus design is that it feels big. Android phones like the Galaxy S7 Edge and OnePlus 3 have the same 5.5-inch screen as the iPhone 7 Plus, but feel much smaller in the hand because of smaller bezels. Apple has fallen behind the competition there. Apple has replaced the physical home button that's been around since the original iPhone with a capacitive one, which feels weird at first, but after using it for a week, it works well by simulating a button press with vibration. And the lack of a headphone jack? Having to use the included adapter for wired headphones other than the Lightning-equipped Apple headphones is a pain. Plus, you won't be able to charge your phone while you're using the adapter. Did Apple remove the headphone jack prematurely? Probably. But hey, at least you finally get stereo speakers on an iPhone, which makes playing songs straight off your phone sound a little better, but don't expect any bass. Under the hood of the iPhone 7 Plus is Apple's new A10 Fusion processor. It's a quad-core chip with 2 low-power cores that make the phone even more efficient when executing low-power tasks. And in terms of raw processing power, the iPhone 7 Plus is a beast. I never once got it to stutter, even while multitasking heavily and playing demanding games like CSR Racing 2 and Grand Theft Auto Liberty City Stories. It does get really hot though, to the point where it was uncomfortable to hold after a long gaming session. The iPhone 7 Plus features the same 1080p resolution found on the iPhone 6 and 6S Plus, but Apple has tweaked the range of color that can be displayed. However, the OLED display on the Galaxy Note 7 offers better brightness, contrast, and clarity. The battery life of the iPhone 7 Plus, on the other hand, is truly impressive next to its competitors. I was able to squeeze 2 days of light use out of the battery. If you're a heavy user that loves watching video, playing games, and constantly texting, the iPhone 7 Plus will comfortably get you through a day's use. The iPhone 7 Plus is, technically speaking, the best iPhone Apple has ever made, but not by a lot. Its performance, camera, battery life, and stability all make it one of the best phones you can buy right now. But, on the other hand, its stale design is disappointing, and Apple went a little too far removing the headphone jack, which the world isn't quite ready for yet. In past years, it's been easy to recommend buying the new iPhone because of dramatic new features. But this year's safe and largely expected changes make it less of a sure recommendation for anyone who's satisfied with their current phone's speed, camera, and battery life. For more on the iPhone 7, stick with us here at IGN.